Welcome to Ophiuchus Tarot. We are back again with another channel message for the collective. We are just going to jump right in and get started. But before we do, I just want to say hi and welcome to the new subscribers. I'm so happy to have you on board with us. Thank you for becoming part of the Ophiuchus tribe. As always, it is an absolute honor and blessing to read for each and every single one of you. That being said, I have one of my favorite decks here. It just has such a good flow to it, but there are some images that are not YouTube appropriate. So you might see this face of the card rather than what's underneath, which is a shame because the artwork is gorgeous in my opinion. But just some of it's not great. So that being said, I'm still going to work with the deck because I absolutely love it. I just think it has really great messages to offer. I don't know. I had some cards flipped. I don't know how. Okay. Here we go. What do we have for the collective? Oh, I feel like that's something. Okay, we have Arvel the Parrot. So somebody has something that they want to talk to you about. It does have something to do with feelings and maybe a confession. This is something really important that Arvel is calling on all of his strength to sort of deliver to you. And it's really coming from his heart, but he's trying to find the right words to express how he's actually feeling. Could be masculine or feminine. I'm just saying this, in my opinion, is masculine energy. So he does have kind of watery eyes. So it is something to do with having a connection to the heart. Yeah, I feel like maybe he did not, or maybe this person didn't prioritize you. Maybe they put you on the back burner because other things were taking precedence in their life. They could have, you know, a lot of things to do. They could be a parent. They could have a really busy job or work a lot of hours to support themselves and maybe children. Whatever the case may be, something took, the responsibilities took the front seat and somebody had to put you on the back burner, or a relationship with you on the back burner. I feel like this person is coming into self. We do have the himself card here. So it's coming into alignment, and maybe there have been some changes. I hear major changes in this person's life where they might be able to now kind of take you off the back burner and make you a priority in their life. I don't think it was for lack of want, and I feel like that's part of what's going to come up here. It wasn't the lack of want. I just feel like there wasn't the time, or it just, the situation wasn't ideal. I do feel that way. I feel like this is important, whatever this is. The Soul Shrinker in reverse. They could have had somebody in their ear speaking a whole bunch of nonsense and maybe frightening them off, or making them feel like they didn't want to invest their time in your direction for whatever reason. It could be a family member, it could be a friend, it could be a past lover, it could be anyone, really, depending on your situation. Yeah, look at that. It's like, again, it's that same energy here, but we've got loyalty here. So you might hear something about this person being loyal to you or sticking up for you. I hear the golem. So it, from another deck of cards, actually that one's coming up, but I do feel like this person was a friend to you, even if there were a lot of people naysaying about you. I feel like this person always saw you quite clearly, and maybe always said so. I feel like they didn't just allow people to talk negatively about you. That may be something that comes up that you didn't know about. Yeah, okay. So this one I'm going to have to flip, but we have the Lamb. So I feel like the whole time this person was, oh, wow. And we have Romeo at the bottom as well. It's like Teom the poet. It's like this person has been watching you the whole time while you've been going through different things in your life. If you can see, her wings are quite tattered. So but she's very peaceful and she has support underneath of her. I don't know if you can see how well you can see that, but what I gather from this energy is they've seen you go through your battles and come out more peaceful, come out more grown. And I think that's really inspiring. It's like no matter the battles that you had to fight, you came out shining. And I feel like to this person, you still really do. You do shine. And I feel like this whole time, wow, they've been watching. This is the singer of the chalice. I feel like they have wanted to offer you that cup of love or cup of emotion. And that started from the very first card. It's like with that... an emotional something to say, something straight from the heart. I do feel that this person has something to say. All right, so we have the wild daughter in reverse. Okay, so they might not have been willing at the time to step into the unknown with you. I feel like maybe you were more of a gamble at that time, and they weren't sure if they had the bravery to sort of jump in. But I do feel like perhaps now they're feeling a little different about the situation. Yeah, we've got that fear in reverse. I feel like this person, now this has been a recurring theme now. It's like that person who was once afraid and it is now in a completely different energy. It's like going from this feline here, battered and scared and, you know, kind of hiding off to the side. It's like that big, bold, proud lion is kind of like the energy that I'm getting here. They may be kind of, they may have been skirting around some type of a problem. We have Fef here, and he kind of walks a little differently. Like, it's like he jumps on his toes, so he doesn't really disturb anything. It's like because there are all these problems around, so it's like he's sidestepping these little issues. But all of these issues, if you see all his little toadstools here, they all stem from one specific source. So it's like this person may have had things in their life, or people or situations or habits that all kind of stemmed from the same hurt. And I feel like maybe coming towards you would have meant that they had to really examine that one core wound where all of these little negative things were kind of sprouting from, and maybe they just weren't ready at that time. We've got that soul dancer now, so I kind of feel like they're in a place where they're more confident and more confident just being their authentic self. Yeah, let's see. They may have been told, now I have to kind of cover this for a second. They may have been told that you had darker tendencies. Maybe it could have even said something along the lines of black magic or trying to put love spells on someone. I am getting that type of energy here. So there may have been some fear tactics that people were applying to this situation to keep this person from stepping forward. We do have Lady of the Harvest. So I do feel like it is time for this person to start reaping what they've sown. And I feel like they've done a lot of good work. And I feel like part of what they're reaping here is the opportunity for a relationship with you. I feel like they see the truth of who you are. I feel like they felt it all along, but maybe for whatever reason, they just had to hold back until they were energetically ready, I do feel like. So there's little people getting in the way or things getting in the way was kind of just to help this person grow along their path towards you. I do feel like they're in this master maker energy. I feel like that's that like magician energy. It's like you have all the tools necessary to move forward confidently. So I do feel like this person is now in this energy. Yeah, I feel like they're coming out on the other side of these dark situations. I feel like they addressed whatever those that core wound was, or whatever was causing them to deal with lower level energies and people and situations. I feel like that is a thing of the past. Yeah. Okay. So I have to cover her for a second, but we do have Iris of the Rainbows, and this is coming out on the other side of all those troubles with that new beautiful beginning and that hope and that, just magic. It's like you've just got everything you need to really harvest and create. It's like the second part of your journey. I do feel like there are a lot of people on your side and your person's side. This could be a lot of people he's swayed to seeing you the way he does. So it could be family members or friends with this collective of pixies. It's people that in that close circle, inner circle, that so it could be close family and friends that sort of celebrate with you. You know, they dance with you and celebrate your wins. I do feel like there may be some who are still kind of iffy, like they want to see for themselves what type of person you are. But I do feel like that is coming in. He's sort of calling people to see things his way and kind of drawing them down his path. And he may be explaining different things from the past, or she may be explaining different things from the past. I say he because these remind me of masculine energies. But things from the past that maybe they hadn't explained before. And I feel like that creates more clarity and understanding for those who maybe couldn't see clearly before. Not that they need to, but I feel like your person particularly, your person particularly wants their close family and friends to see you the way they do. I think they see you in a very high light. We have this unity card here. So that is that coming together energy. I feel like this person wants the go ahead from the people that they love and care about to kind of step towards you. I feel like this person would feel incomplete without having that big, beautiful support. And I feel like just in their heart space, they want people to love you like they do, or to see you like they do. I feel like they see that you guys are that perfect match. That energy just sort of intertwines together. So this is something that definitely with the Harvest card could come into a physical union very soon. So I am getting that energy. Very nice. Yeah, I think it was just kind of showcasing this person's growth path on the way towards you. Really good energy. So let's see. What do we have in this deck? What other... You know, I was getting something in meditation this morning, so I could probably talk about it because I do feel like if you want to skip this part, you can. I will probably put timestamps down, but I feel like this might apply for some of you. I was getting some sort of a situation this morning about your divine other half and how they were trying to be someone they weren't. They were wearing that mask. They were trying to elevate themselves, but I feel like they kind of caught themselves. It's like they shot themselves in the foot. They got themselves into situations with people who were very just greedy, money hungry, you know, a partner who was just utilizing them for what it looked like they could provide. And when it came out that they couldn't provide everything they said because they were still kind of working towards it, you know, they were aiming high and coming into this new energetic circle here of people who were fast-tracked and focused and I hear living the big life. So it's like they have a lot of money, they have cars and whatever. Big brand names is what I hear. So it's like they wanted to live in that circle and that was like priority. So that was where they were going. They might have left you behind because they wanted to create that type of lifestyle for themselves. And maybe with your morals and the way that you are, you didn't fit that mold. It's like you had a connection with this person, but you didn't fit the mold of what they thought they wanted for their future. And what it kind of came to was everything kind of falling out, everything coming out that this person didn't have what they say they had, or they didn't have the car, or they couldn't keep up with the payments, or whatever that was, because they hadn't gotten to that point where they didn't really have, they had people celebrating them for things that were not really true. And then when it all came out and everything fell down, this person thought of you. This person thought back to you because you offered that love, that kindness, that respect. And they didn't have to have anything specific to get that from you or to have you see them in a really big, beautiful way. And I think that was the lesson. And it may have taken quite a few years for this person to get back to that point where they realized they had something really good with you. And I think that's the kind of coming through in this moment. It's like looking back and seeing that we had something really, really good. So this might come out in the cards or something similar to this or piggybacking off of that, but I did feel like I kind of had to push that message forward. Let's see. All right, yeah, we have the dagger. So we have conflict and danger lie in wait. Your person could have been dealing with people who are not on the up and up, who run in different types of circles than you do. But I feel like you knew that. I feel like you knew that maybe the people that were surrounding them were not the type of people that you would associate yourself with. I'm not saying they're bad people. I'm just saying that they make maybe poor decisions to get ahead monetarily. You know, I don't want to say they lack morals, but I feel like in some instances, some of these people could. And I feel like the reason your person was associating with them was to try and further themselves very quickly. Like, I don't want to say get rich quick, but it kind of has that energy to it. We do have the serpent. So it says a sly and subtle approach is needed. I feel like your person was only dealing with these people. I think they were trying to be smart about it. It's like, I hear trying to outsmart the devil. So it's like they were dealing with these people, but they were using their logic. And I feel like your person is a very intelligent person. I feel like business-wise, your person could be very intelligent. But I don't feel like their choice in dealing with these particular people was the right one. And I feel like they may be starting to see that. Yeah, utilize logic, reason, and common sense. I feel like that's what they were doing. They were applying this. And I feel like you kind of saw that there weren't things there for you when this person started moving maybe in a different direction. I feel like you kept yourself separate and just focused on you and allowed them to go off and learn their lessons in another direction. We do have serendipity here, and I hear bridge over. So I feel like bridge the gap. It's like, maybe you had gotten little like signs and synchronicities about this person and what they were kind of going through. You could have had maybe some type of dreams or visions or just kind of gotten that information somehow through spirit. I feel like a lot of you are really, really connected who will resonate with this message. And this is a divine soul connection. So there could be telepathy also between the two of you. But there may be an event coming up that spirit is saying you're going to come into contact with this person. I don't know if they're still dealing with this person in particular or these people. Let's see. What do we have, spirit? What will this serendipity entail? Yeah, okay, so they might still be dealing with this type of energy or these lower energy people. It doesn't have to be so bad. It could just be people that want to go out and party all the time, don't want to take responsibility, or they want to live that fast life. You know, without the balance of it. It's okay to go out and have fun. I'm not saying that. I just feel like this is like an overindulgence in low-lying negative behaviors. And it's become a cycle for this person. So it says temptation may lead you astray. So I feel like your person is being led astray by, it could be people, could be, you know, these connections. I do hear connections. So I feel like for the majority of you, it is different connections that they think are going to further them financially in the long run. I feel like they put their emotions on hold. for the time being, you may kind of get something along the lines of that. I do feel like you have a friend in this person, or they still will come to your defense in some way. This could be a friend group that doesn't particularly love the fact that your person is into you. Could be that. Yeah, look, we have that. Let your intentions be known. Maybe they were saying something along the lines that they wanted their intentions to be known. And they may have at least one friend on their side, like, you know, let's support our person here. They want to move in a different direction, and that's okay. But I feel like there may be a group of people over here, maybe an old fling or flame that this person has for someone who, you know, they may have been on and off with, or this person just lets them in. This could be a non-committal type of energy where it's just a physical thing. This person may be leading your person astray right now. But I do feel like your person has the intent to step towards you. Yeah. I feel like the key in this situation is the fact that they do want to move in your direction. They do feel like they can at this point. There may be people still trying, and maybe now your person, I feel like for some of you, this may be happening now where people are kind of pulling them away, or either that, or it's a situation where this has been happening and now they're done with that and they're moving in your direction because they feel like they have the green light to go when it comes to you. They want to unlock that barrier. I feel like that's kind of between the two of you. They've got the key now. Let's see. Is there anything else? I feel like they would readily let go of this negative behaviors if they're stepping towards you. They may even be trying to separate themselves, kind of cut those cords away. I see like what looks like a sword, and it's sort of cutting these red energetic lines. It's like wanting to move out of that energy. Yeah, they're like a muddy, and I want to say it's like a muddy red line. So it's like these connections that were maybe all that they had, and then now they're cutting them away, trying to come in your direction. We do have the Harley Quinn, so it says true feelings are masked, but it was in reverse. So I do kind of feel like maybe they're stepping towards you now, and they realize, you know, this whole thing could have been because they didn't realize that you needed an expression of feelings to move forward with them. They may have come at you in a very physical way because I feel like in other situations in their life, that got them where they wanted to be with who they wanted to be with. And maybe you don't operate on the same levels as the people that they've dealt with in the past. I feel like you have a different way of seeing things. I don't want to say that you have a high moral fiber, but I kind of feel like that's kind of the reason. But I do feel like they realized that the key to this is actually an expression of their feelings. That was probably something they were masking because they didn't want you to know, or they felt like if you did know, maybe it wouldn't make a difference. But I feel like now they kind of know that that's the key, is just to make that expression of feelings, to have you see them very clearly. And that's what you're looking for. And I feel like they're not wrong. I feel like they do have it. I feel like this person's extremely intelligent. But like I said, I don't think you operate on the same levels as the people that they've dealt with in their life. I feel like you just resonate on a higher level. You do things in a different way. You do things in a very light way. We do have the hourglass, so I do feel like they realize that time is of the essence. And if they don't step forward soon, that they might miss the opportunity. I feel like somebody is looking to scoop you up. It could have even been someone that your person knows. I feel like you're very attractive, and it's not just your person who sees it. And maybe that's something they also have seen. So we do have the talisman, and we have you are destined to succeed. And I feel like this person is worried that they might not succeed. I don't know if they feel like it might bruise their ego just a bit. But I think they're actually conscious of the fact that it would bruise their heart as well as their ego if they don't succeed. I feel like spirit's on deck with this. I feel like you're being watched over. Your person's being watched over. And then we have love and prosperity with the Queen. I do, and the chalice at the bottom of the deck. So that offer of love. I do feel like that offer of love is coming in. I feel like this could be the backstory as to what was holding this person up. Very, very 3D things and out in the matrix type things. So money and work and, you know, those are all really important things. We're all just trying to, make it to where we can have a comfortable life to live, right? So it's like this person wasn't wrong in pursuing those things, but maybe the people they got tangled up with had a wrong way of going about it. And I feel like your person just wanted to quickly make something of themselves so that way they could have who they wanted in their life and what they wanted in their life, which, you know, when we look at it that way, we can see what they were trying to do, right? Let's see. I think I'm going to go here. I do love these cards, and I love the way that they create stories, so I was drawn to them again. I do have some new cards coming in soon, so we'll have a little fun with that. We have the whale here. We have that depth of emotion. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the unicorn. I kind of feel like this is you. I feel like this is your energy. You have this depth of love and insight, and you've got this divine magic, this connection. We do have the raccoon here, and I wasn't going to put it down at first, but I kind of felt like it was necessary. I feel like very few people see you for who you truly are. And that may be a source of sadness to you. For some of you, you may feel like you're removed in a way from society, or you don't quite fit anywhere you go. But I don't feel like you're supposed to. I feel like you're supposed to only semi-fit in a lot of different places, and I'm going to tell you why. Spirit has bigger plans for you, period, point blank. You're supposed to be able to mesh with others, but stay your own entity. So it's like you're going to have bits and pieces that fit here, fit there, fit over here. And it's because you're meant to sort of bless a lot of different groups of people with your energy, your ideas, your values. And I feel like, or just your presence, your energy speaks for itself. And I feel like you may feel like, I hear the odd duck or the one that doesn't fit, but guess what? You're not supposed to. You're supposed to stand out. And Spirit's very clear about that. Look at that. Look at that web of all the different directions your energy could go in. And I feel like you're really just helping others grow in lots of different ways just by your presence. You might not even think that you have this big, grand purpose, but you do. You really do. I feel like your little interactions with people over here and then over there and over there are super important for others to grow. I feel like you just provide that. Look at that other, that zebra, and I'm getting that. You've got, you know, you can fit in with people who have lower resonating energies and sort of build their energies up. And then you can fit in with the high flyers here. And I feel like that's also your energy, right? You've got this light energy that flows through you. I feel like you're very tuned in and tapped in. You might not even be religious. You might not even feel like you're all that spiritual. But I feel like what you're being given as far as vibrationally, you're sharing. And I feel like that's so important to divine, and you're working their plan for them. I do hear something about grid work. So, and I'm seeing pinpoints on a map. So it's like where you are right now, you might actually move around quite a bit. Your energy might be needed here, and then you might hop over here. So you might be in a profession that has you move around, or you just have that itch and you want to move around. It's almost, you know, it's within Divine's plan, because they're having you create this huge web of people that you're sort of uplifting and key turning for these people. It's like energetics. So I guess Spirit's just trying to say that you're more than you think you are. And when you feel like you don't belong, just know that you do. you just belong everywhere. You're not for one group of people. And when you feel a little lonely in that, just know that there is soul family out there, and you will come across these people when you need them. If you feel like you need someone to really connect with, ask Spirit for that soul family member to kind of come forth and give you the support you need. You know, a lot of times when we feel just a little bit lonely, you know, and we kind of prey on that, something will be brought in to support us, or someone will be brought in to support us. So just know that you have a really beautiful connection where divine is on point for you. Yeah, you're needed to kind of share that energy. I feel like it's in that knowledge, that wisdom. I do feel like someone has their eye on you, or okay, so I am kind of hearing targeted. So I don't know if you feel targeted in a sense when you go into certain groups of friends. You might always be pushed out eventually. And I feel like, I think Spirit's trying to say that there's a reason for that. Spirit needs you in a different place, and maybe you wouldn't have let go of these people because you have that big heart. It's like once you care about someone and they work their way into your heart space, you love these people forever unless they give you a solid reason to move away, right? And I do feel like Spirit just needs you to keep creating this big energetic web. So you may get pushed out of friend groups, like you may go over here, and then once your work is done there, Spirit creates a tower moment, so, and they scoop you up and they place you somewhere else so you can do this gorgeous work again. I feel like, I do feel like it's what you've signed up for, whether you realize it or not. But I do feel like there's someone very specific, or a few very specific someones where this message is necessary for you to hear, because they want you to know it's nothing that you've done. Really, it's just divine's design, their plan for you and your big, beautiful energy. It's like, well, you've done your job here. We need you over here now. So, I feel like this is just a quiet communication that's kind of coming through for you. It's like Spirit just wants you to know, maybe you've been wondering why, or have had some heartache over why things never seem to work out, and then you pick up and you move somewhere else, or you have to go to another place with your job as soon as you felt like you were comfortable here with a certain group of friends. Like it could be that the job has to take you somewhere else. Whatever that reason, it is divinely designed, so you can work that energy, work that grid is what I hear. Is there anything else? Yeah, it's like that's your energy. You have this really loving, nurturing energy, and I guess the places that they're taking you and the groups that they're placing you in, you're needed there. And I feel like that's what you need to know. They have you just zipping all over the place, creating this amazing light web, to help humanity is basically what you're doing. You have grand purpose. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. Grand purpose. Yeah. Oh, I put it upside down, didn't I? Yeah. It's something about this vibration that you have. Yeah, I feel like, and this isn't your only thing that you're here for. I feel like you have a lot of purposes. Everybody always asks. I feel like that's one of the biggest questions people ask. What is my purpose? And I would love to say that it's one big grand thing, because that would make it so much easier for our minds to process, right? But it isn't. We're here for a million small things and some really big ones too. So it's like your purpose is, it could be something so simple as the day you walk into a convenience store and you hold the door open for someone and you flash them a smile and say, have a great day. You know, just something so simple as that, but it might have been the nicest thing this person has heard in a while, right? Might have been the nicest smile that they needed. That energy exchange there could have been so crucial for that person to just think that, you know, maybe the world isn't so bad. Right? And you've made a huge change in someone else's life. And I feel like that's the easiest way I can explain it, is that, you know, it may seem small to you, that tiny little exchange, and it might not even be something that you remember, but this other person does, right? So little things, big things, lots of different reasons. Is there anything else? Maybe I'll just do this one. Let's see. Sorry. I'm working on, I had gotten no sleep the night before, so I'm feeling a lot better after last night's full night of sleep. So I was having a hard time channeling yesterday. That's why I didn't get a message out. That could be for someone else as well. That was another thing I was getting yesterday, but I was just too exhausted to actually sit down and channel any type of message. I had tried, but they just kind of fell flat, and I felt like I was almost circling around different topics, but not really getting to the core of them, just because my body was just, you know, overtired. But what I was kind of getting is there could be some of you going through a few sleepless nights, or, you know, a bit of insomnia. And this is because there is a new energy kind of flowing in. You could chalk it up to physical reasons as to why you didn't get that sleep, but I feel like it has something to do with the energy that's being ushered in. You may have 3 days of maybe rougher sleep, and then all of a sudden you're going to be catapulted in with this new energy. So that is kind of what I'm getting. So some of you may be feeling a little extra tired. It may be a little bit of a hindrance. But I feel like it's because you're carrying Spirit's big energy. You know, it's not easy being a lighthouse for Spirit. It's like, you know, you're that conduit of that divine energy. It kind of zips down into you. You ground that energy into the physical with your physical self, and you radiate it out like that lighthouse. It's not easy doing divine work, but thank you for doing that, because I feel like a lot of you know that you've signed up for this. You incarnated to do some really big things. And then there are others of you who actively work and actively seek to experience these divine blessings so you can share them. So thank you to everybody who does that, because it's big work to get this planet here back in alignment with the energy. It's big work, and it's one of those forever jobs, right? So we do have party lifestyle coming in. Let's see, what else do we have? Do I have this upside down? I do. Control tactics. Let's see. Emotions. Okay. I'm hearing get what they deserve. I do feel like this is a person who has walked away from you in the past. And I don't feel like you're looking at it as they're getting what they deserve, but I do feel like they are dealing with it. It's like they may have chosen a party lifestyle or toxic habits or a cycle versus stepping into something with you. And I feel like emotionally, this person may be really going through it. It could be a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Doesn't have to be. Could be any sign for this person. But they're dealing with people and situations that are manipulative and like lower on the toxic scale here, or higher on the toxic scale. I feel like they're almost emotional about it now, dealing with it. Yeah, they've got doubts and lack, and they may have gone into it thinking that they would be the king of this or the queen of this certain social circle, and I feel like all it's really done to them is drain them dry. I feel like they're the ones being manipulated, controlled, and they're under the influence of whatever these energies are, or whoever these energies are. I feel like they had a chance to sort of come into a union and integrate what they had learned, but I feel like they made a choice to take on a new cycle. So for some of you that thought your person was coming in and it seems like they've been stalled, just know it's for divine design, right? They needed to go off in another direction to learn. You know, a lot of times there are lessons that we can't teach to our people, and it could be some of the harsher lessons. So just understand that divine needs this person to sort of see things a little differently in order to come into alignment. So yeah, structure, solid foundation. And I feel like they're realizing, they may be overly emotional about the fact that they realize what they passed up on. Yeah, I feel like maybe they see you shining and where you're at and are feeling really sad because they could have been sharing it with you. Yeah, contracts, career, commitments. I feel like they definitely chose the lower energy cycle only because I think it was maybe easier. It could have been a continuation from a cycle that they were already, or a path they were already traversing down. But I feel like they had the opportunity, but I don't want to say they chose wrong, but I mean, I think even in their own mind, they realized that they should have chosen that opportunity with you. I feel like they're having that epiphany now. Maybe they'll turn their life around. This person could come back a while from now, healed up and ready to open that doorway. And if you're ready and available and you want to walk through it with them, I feel like that could be happening. I feel like they needed to see you shining. They needed to see you moving in a different direction. I feel like that was the key turn in this person. It's like that was that epiphany moment that they realized that what they've chosen for themselves, I feel like it could have been a surge of emotion that caused this person to realize what they'd lost. Again, I hear that don't know what you've got till it's gone. Yeah, their wish and their fulfillment. I feel like they realize it's with you. Yeah, they want to plant that seed. Now, okay, for some of you, I'm hearing different timelines. So I feel like for some of you, this is what's coming into play now. Or soon to be coming into play. And this was the past of the situation. That could be for some. For others, this is what the holdup is. It's like this person chose another learning cycle. They weren't ready to step out. And I feel like it's nothing to be angry about. When you look at it that way, it's like this person would have brought a whole bunch of mess to your doorstep if they would have come in then, right? And we want people to come in to the point where, you know, things can meet beautifully on an energetic level so you can have a really healthy relationship. Let's see, is there anything else? I think they know you're going to be a little bit guarded, and I think they're expecting that, but they still want to rebirth this. I feel like they may be feeling a little vulnerable about this situation, because I do feel like they're stuck in their feelings about it. I feel like they had to go through that shadow period, that dark night, that moon, and that sliver of a moon is what, that little bit of light is what, yeah, divine spirit guides. I feel like this is all divine design. We've gotten that a lot today. I feel like Spirit's just letting you all know that they're playing a heavy hand in all of these situations in our lives. They really do. Even though it seems like things aren't going our way, it's like if we could see behind the scenes and see it from Spirit's big, beautiful view, we'd realize that things are actually working in our favor, even if it doesn't seem like it. It's like, I hear things are always working out for me. So it's like, I don't know if that's a mantra that you use or one that Spirit just wants you to be aware of. It's like, they really are working out for you. You just can't really see it. It's like, it may seem like a rough patch or bad luck, but really it's like Spirit's holding something back from you that's not supposed to get to you, or that's not supposed to touch you that way, right? It's not supposed to get in your energy. Yeah, higher self and cosmic. Wow. Okay, so Spirit's really working within this connection and working between the two of you to really, yeah, look at that. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I'm being told to cut it there. It's like, this is cosmic energy, higher self, guides, Spirit. In the dark night, we've got fate here and divine detours and interventions. Like I said, different timelines for everyone. I don't know when you're getting to this specifically. If you've already been through this divine detour, or your person took a detour, They may be on their way back in and with good intentions. If you choose to take this person, you know, take this person back or move in this direction of union with this person, it looks like they're in the right type of energy now to make something happen for the both of you. So that is what I have for you now. As far as timeline, I do feel like it could be, I hear anywhere from now until spring. You may see movement in this particular connection, divine connection. Okay. I see myself pouring the whole thing, so, but we're not going to do that. But, oh my gosh, we've got a mess. I'm a mess today. Okay. I feel like there's a lot. So I'm going to try and spread these out. I heard Dave again. I heard Vivian or Viv. I heard Sam or Sammy. Allison or Alice. Yasmin. I heard Tim or Tom. 9 or 6. H. Okay, we're going to leave that like that. And you can pause your screen and see if there are any initials, yours, theirs, any dates. I hear 444 and 333. So just know that angels and ascended masters are kind of on deck in your life's situations. All right, we've got some extras here. All right. Let's pull just a little bit of charms and see what we have. What do we have for the collective today? All right. Uh-oh, the shell and the go together. Some of you do have a very significant connection coming in this winter. And I feel like, yeah, it's somebody that really loves you. I hear to the moon and back. So I do hear something along the lines of wanting to be with the divine feminine. Wow, we have the connected hearts. We have the masculine soulmate. We have travel. This person could live at a distance, and you could be getting song signs as well. Do read the lyrics, because a lot of times, you know, it could be a song that we feel like we know really well. And then when we sit down and actually read the lyrics, it's almost like an epiphany moment. It's like, wow, I was singing it, but I wasn't really seeing it. So there could be something in the song signs that you're getting. This person wants forever with you. And I feel like there is that opportunity for this to be a forever person. You know, both of you would have to continue to put the work in as it goes. It doesn't just, you don't just come into a union and then, okay, that's great. No work has to go into it, obviously. You know, both have to keep pouring into it. But I do feel like that's what this whole message is about. It's like this soulmate is coming in. And I feel like for a lot of you, very, very soon, I feel like they're making the move closer to you, or they want to bridge that gap and close that old cycle down of separation. Okay. That is what I have for you all. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe to become part of the Ophiuchus tribe. As always, it's an absolute honor and blessing to read for each and every single one of you. I really do enjoy this. See ya.